Hello, I'm Marion McBride, the Chairman of the Board of the Crestview Area Chamber of Commerce, and we all welcome you to Focus on Crestview. And right now I want to focus on our breakfast sponsor for this month, and it is Chesser and Barr and Old Southland Title Crestview. And I am so privileged to have with me today two friends I consider to be friends and old friends for Mr. Chesser, Mr. Mike Chesser, the founder of both Chesser and Barr and Old Southland Title, and Miss Ashley Rogers, one of our board of directors, and who is a shareholder for Chesser and Barr. Welcome to both of you, and thank you so much for being our breakfast sponsor.
We're happy to be here. Thank you.
I'm glad you're here. Hey, both of your businesses are devoted to serving people of Okaloosa County, right, Mike?
That's the hope, yes.
Yeah, well, tell us a little bit about that.
We are not in Crestview by accident.
Okay.
We're in Crestview because I have thought for a long time that city has very good bones. It's got a very good start.
It's a great place.
I like downtown Crestview. For many years I've thought it had so much potential. It's really unusual for a small town. I have hoped they could do parking downtown. I'd like to see the city do some joint use parking for the new courthouse. The county commission has done super, I think, in committing to the kinds of improvements, not just there, but really all over the county. The tax increment financing that I was involved in and proud to be.
That's right. I hadn't forgotten it, but I'm glad that you brought that up.
Supported by the county, and in my judgment, they've gone out on a limb to help try to develop the city, and I'd like to help them. I'd like for the city to help the county and work together with making Crestview what it can be. Now, to speak to us,
yes.
We've gone to Crestview because of the future. We bought an old building in downtown Crestview 20 years ago.
And let me stop right there. Y'all's building is beautiful.
Well, those who have not seen it inside.
Oh, I've seen the inside now.
Well,
it's awesome.
The silver is outside. The gold is inside. and which is really an introduction to me to say that I had so much history with the lawyers in Crestview, with a generation of people who I thought were just super people and very good lawyers. The Farron Campbells, the Gillis Powells, the Dale Rice, and lots of other people who had done a wonderful job up there. That to have the opportunity to find a lawyer of the quality of Ashley Rogers who did live in Crestview and wanted to make her home there, which made it important for me, because that's the only way I could have put what I thought was the future of a law office in Crestview.
Well, let's talk about Miss Ashley Rogers. She's awesome.
Well, yeah, but sometimes she blushes about that. So, Ashley came to us and she'll have to tell you more specifically. Right. She was the attorney for the Circuit Judges Conference. She is a Phi Beta Kappa. I really apologize that she is a University of Georgia graduate, an excellent school, and I wish she were a Gator. She is not.
Go Dogs.
But again, Crestview had good beginnings and a very good heritage. Ashley has all of that too. And Ashley is the future of that city, which is, and the practice of law, which is the reason I was so excited to add her to the firm.
Well, we're going to break this up into two segments, and we're going to have Gail Hurst, your vice president and co-owner of Old Southland Title, that is coming to Crestview, which is here. I'm sorry, not coming, is here. And Ashley is the real estate attorney attached to the office there, Mike? Is that correct?
Well, and it's more than that. Gail is more than that. Gail is,
absolutely.
Gail is very, very special. I wanted to build a title company 25 years ago that could rival some very, very good title companies that in my judgment are already here. Okaloosa Title has always been and Sam Cook have always been sort of the lighthouse of title, and then Buddy Cook, of course, and First National Land Title. And I saw no reason there couldn't be another one that could also be very capable. fortunately, Gail Hurst was available. She had her own title company, and it made sense to put our title companies together. And since then, she has brought Old Southland Title to be the #1 title company in this county for a very long
business.
time.
Awesome.
And to move that service to Crestview was only a natural. So, and we've put Gail and Ashley in the same place, and which makes my whole life run by some superior women.
There you go.
And I'm okay with that.
Oh, good. Yeah. Well, we're going to have to kind of cut this one short. And thank you again.
So I'm being excused.
Yes, you're being excused right now. You can certainly come back. We have more to say. We're going to take a short break. Please stay with us, and I am going to have Ashley Rogers with me and Gail Hurst.
It's time for the Cox Charity Auction benefiting Covenant Care, which means it's your chance to bid for a good cause. Visit CoxCharityAuction.com for fabulous getaways, enviable health and beauty items, event tickets, staycation experiences, gift certificates to local retailers and restaurants, an iPad mini, and much more. Auctions run April 9th through May 7th with new items each week. You can support Covenant Care while getting fabulous items for pennies on the dollar. Bid anywhere, anytime online at CoxCharityAuction.com. Log on and bid today. The Community Maritime Park and the City of Pensacola Parks and Recreation Department are proud to bring back the Blues Angel Music Blues on the Bay Summer Concert Series to Community Maritime Park. Concerts are held in the amphitheater starting at 6 p.m. and are free and open to the public. Call 436-5670 or log on to www.PensacolaCommunityMaritimePark.com for more details.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds. Stop the texts. Stop the wrecks. Visit us at stoptextstoprex.org.
Welcome back to Focus on Crestview. I'm Marion McBride, the current chairman of the board of the Crestview Area Chamber, and we are focusing again on our breakfast sponsor, Chesser and Barr, and Old Southland Title Crestview. And I have two of the powerhouse ladies from both. So I'd like to introduce again Ashley Rogers with Chesser and Barr.
Thank you, Marion.
You're
nice
welcome.
To be here.
And Gail Hurst, who is the co-founder, vice president of Old Southland Title Crestview, and also a new member of the Crestview Chamber. We are so glad to have you, and glad to have you both. Ashley, we didn't have a chance on the first segment to kind of talk about the Crestview law firm, Chesser and Barr. Give me some highlights.
Sure. Well, you might recall, Marion, that we've been in Crestview for about 5 years now with the law office of Chesser and Barr. We've been very fortunate to have been received so well there that we've added attorneys. And in 2015, we added Brian Corlew with our office. Brian is a Fort Walton Beach native, a homeowner in Crestview, and
he's also active with the Chamber.
Active with the Chamber, active with the Kiwanis Club, and many other organizations in our community. He is serving our clients with family law matters, and I think he is very well suited for that. He has a no-nonsense type of approach, and that works very well with the emotionally charged family matters that come our way. We also, in 2015, were pleased to introduce Emily Rogers of Destin in our Shalimar office. Our law firm is a full-service firm. We have offices throughout Okaloosa County, and we're delighted to be serving Crestview and the surrounding areas. Laurel Hill and Baker and Holt also have been very receptive and very good to us.
And you also have Michael Hamby
with
y'all's law firm and their residence.
Correct. Michael maintains offices in both of our locations. He is a Crestview resident as well, and he handles our estate planning and probate matters. Along with my real estate practice and Brian's family practice, we have pretty much a full range of services
Y'all
for the
have-
families of our area.
Real quickly, I know you have the office in Shalimar. I know you're in Crestview.
Yes.
Anywhere else?
We don't maintain offices in other places, but our
Okay.
practice area, a large part of it spans from Pensacola to Panama City. We practice in the federal courts, which are located in Pensacola and Panama City, as well as in all of our local state courts. And then we have attorneys like me and some others who are licensed in Alabama, and also have an attorney that's licensed in Georgia.
But I want to toot Ashley's horn just a little bit, because you just recently passed the real estate
Board certification
board,
exam
and
by
that's
the
a big
by the Florida
deal,
Bar.
isn't it,
Thank
Gail?
you. Thank you. And that is, Marion, I'm so glad that you mentioned that, because that is a perfect reason for me to introduce Gail Hurst again.
Right.
Gail is a longtime business owner and well known in the area for her work at Old South Land Title, and we're delighted that Old South Land Title Crestview is joining us on Main Street.
We're very
or has
happy to
joined
have
us on
you
Main
here.
Street.
We're thrilled. We are.
But you know what? I do want to ask y'all something. How long has Chesser and Barr been in business? I can't remember.
Going on 38 years now.
Okay, okay.
And-
I knew it was close to 40, because I've known Mr. Chesser for almost 40 years.
And Old South,
Just
Yeah.
celebrated 29 years.
29 years. And that's a lot to be said. Sustaining successful businesses
In this market, you're
and,
absolutely
well,
right.
And
Ups and
you
downs.
are the reason for it. A lot of the reason for it. I can tell you that right now. But I think most of people, and we don't probably have time to do it. We've only got about a minute and a half left. But tell us what Old South's accomplishments have been over the last 29 years, Gail.
Well, I think our biggest accomplishment is that we have set ourselves out to be leaders in the industry by being approachable, offering education in the work that we do. Whether you're a seasoned realtor or a new agent, you have to align yourself with a knowledgeable title company so that they can see you through the process. So we facilitate the transaction, which is part of the service that we offer. There's a lot going on behind the scenes that happen that the participants don't ever know about, but certainly the product that we offer in title insurance provides owners and lenders with peace of mind that the title is clear. So there are a lot of steps to being a title agent, and I do think that offering our services and being our open door policy, whether we're in Niceville or in Shalimar, and certainly in our beautiful new office in Crestview,
Right.
that we want folks to feel comfortable in coming in and taking the opportunity to get to know us and to know that we will assist you in real estate transactions in any way we can.
And you have grown there in the Crestview office, Old South Land Title Crestview. Don't y'all have a new employee?
We do.
So let's
yes.
hear about her.
Yeah, Amy Mitchum has joined us at Old South Land Title Crestview. Amy is a native of Crestview. She went to school in Tallahassee. She's a volunteer, and she will be at the chamber breakfast. We have her
Great.
working today, so she
I
is
was
in the
gonna say,
office
why
in
is Amy
Crestview.
not here today?
Right, she's out there fielding the phone calls in Crestview this
you.
morning.
Thank you, ladies, both so much. And again, thank you to Chesser and Barr and Old South Land Title for being our
pleasure.
breakfast sponsor this month. We really appreciate it. I would like for all of y'all to don't change that dial. Stay right with us, because we're going to have Dino Sinopoli with Remax Realty in Crestview and Miss Dawn Mann, our incoming chair.
Someone will be in need of wisdom, in need of comfort, in need of a friend, a brother, a sister, a meal. We should use the time we have to be heroes and make a greater impact by strengthening our ties to others. Be someone's hero. Give, advocate, volunteer, ignite a way.
As a business owner, you know you need to stand out, highlighting what makes you unique. Cox Media understands that, so when it's time to get creative, to match message to image, where do you start? The Cox Media Creative Department helps translate your business strategy into creative strategy. Words, pictures, the whole show. We do compelling campaigns for video, the web, even video on the web. Be heard and be remembered. Let Cox Media customize a creative campaign for you.
Welcome back to Focus on Crestview. I am Dawn Mann with Legacy Insurance, and we would like to thank Chesser and Barr and Old South Land Title Crestview for our earlier segment and hosting our breakfast this month. We're excited to see Old South Land and Title Crestview on Main Street in downtown historic Crestview. With me today, we have Dino Sinopoli of RE/MAX Agency 1, and he serves this year as our Airport Committee Chair, and he's going to give us a little bit of history and some exciting news about some things that are going on out at Bob Sykes Airport. Welcome, Dino.
Well, thank you, Dawn. I'm excited to be here today and talk about the Airport Committee and what's going on.
Why don't you tell us what our Airport Committee actually does at the Chamber?
Well, the Airport Committee was put together in order to facilitate working with the airport, Bob Sykes Airport in particular, and we want to promote, get more business there, help it grow. It's a very unique airport in the fact that it's mostly a commercial airport, but not for commercial flights. It's designed to work well with the military and Eglin and job creation.
More industrial type, FedEx, UPS type services.
Yeah, what we find is that the airport itself, there's 3 airports in Okaloosa County, and we're very unique in a lot of areas because we have Bob Sykes, which is more industrial in nature. We have VPS, which that's where we're flying out of to take our trips, vacations, work schedules. And then we have the 3rd airport, which is Destin, and it's an executive, your private jets, your private planes. Each of them service a little bit of overlap, but we have one director over all of them, and our job is mostly to facilitate the Bob Sykes Airport and its development, and also enhance all our airports.
How can we as a community help support the Bob Sykes Airport?
Well, the community itself it's important to get out there and let people know, like today's talking about the Airport Committee. Well, we have Bob Sykes Airport. It's 8,000 foot runway. Any plane in the world can land there. They've just put in an $11 million taxiway so that plane can actually not only land, take off, and it can taxi all the way around. And we've had, they've hopefully posting some pictures of the great large planes that have been here. Right. And also we, BAE Systems, L3, Lockheed Martin. Yeah, they're all use this facility because it's close to Eglin. They can bring the planes in, do modifications on them, test them, and deliver them back. So we've got a unique perspective in the fact that we're close by.
And some of the projects that are going on out there other than the taxi, we're excited about Foy Shaw Parkway, we hope is a couple of years out. Is that correct?
Yeah, just as we discussed, that's great. Foy Shaw was a great participant and a foresight of our Crestview area, and he's really helped develop and inspire Crestview to grow. And we're honored that we have a memorial drive that we're going to be bringing out to the airport. The good thing is Crestview, Bob Sykes Airport has needed this for a very, very long time.
Right.
And within the next 2 years, they're doing a great job down there at the Okaloosa airports, and talking about Tracy Stage, Mike Stenson, and they're working together to get this brand new entranceway that's going to look pretty awesome. Right now, a lot of people have a hard time finding out where the Crestview Airport is.
Right,
and now you're
got to kind of drive a kind of a snake trail down there to get to the airport one way or the other. So this will be great for different businesses that want to come and use that airport. It's going to be a straight shot right on in, big trucks or whatever's needed to that industrial airport.
It'll make a larger impact when the big companies that are there have their head people coming in to find their businesses, they have a hard time finding them. So this entranceway is going to make a huge difference and give a lot better appearance to what's going on.
And you were on the council to help pick the new airport director, is that correct?
That's right. Yeah, that was a tough challenge. I'd been there once before, and they phoned me and asked me to participate again. And there was, I think, 8 of us that got together, and we made a recommendation to the county commissioners. That was our job, and we went through 165 applicants, narrowed that down to 10, got that to 3 in-person interviews, and we decided on Tracy Stage for his performance records. We're unique in the fact that we have to deal so closely with the military.
Yes.
And that's a benefit, but it also has some challenges, and it was good to have somebody who's had that experience before. And they've been doing a great job here, and we're looking forward to them doing an even better job now that we have Tracy in charge.
So tell me when the airport committee meets.
We meet about 3 to 4 times per year. We typically meet at the chamber. Sometimes we'll meet at the airport. It depends which.
Depends on what's going on and who needs the focus, right?
Yeah, we had at the Emerald Coast Aviation. We've had meetings there before. Beautiful,
they have a
brand
beautiful building.
Oh yeah, Jonathan Dunn there has done a magnificent job in having that. So if you're flying around and you just need to get some fuel or get your plane fixed, make sure you stop by there.
Absolutely. Well, I want to thank you for joining me today and sharing the vision and the focus of the airport committee. And y'all come out and visit with Dino and see what the airport committee has to offer, and contact maybe Jonathan and maybe get a tour of Emerald Coast Aviation, the fixed base operator out at the Bob Sykes Airport. Stay tuned, because Dina's going to be with me again, and we're going to talk about the Chamber Golf Tournament in May.
It's time for the Cox Charity Auction benefiting Covenant Care, which means it's your chance to bid for a good cause. Visit CoxCharityAuction.com for fabulous getaways, enviable health and beauty items, event tickets, staycation experiences, gift certificates to local retailers and restaurants, an iPad mini, and much more. Auctions run April 9th through May 7th with new items each week. You can support Covenant Care while getting fabulous items for pennies on the dollar. Bid anywhere, anytime online at CoxCharityAuction.com. Log on and bid today.
When this hospital system needs to manage the care and information of nearly 1 million patients, Cox Business is there. When experts a world apart are needed in one place, we're there. And when visits need to happen well after visiting hours, we're there too. With a $16 billion network, Cox Business powers healthcare. We're there for your business too.
Welcome back to Focus on Crestview. I'm Dawn Mann with Legacy Insurance, your incoming chairman of the board. And joining me again is Dino Sinopoli with RE/MAX Agency 1. And we are here to introduce some new members that have joined the chamber in March. Dino, I think you've got a whole list of new members.
I do have a whole list here. The Crestview Chamber is growing, so come on in. There's a great crowd here. And new this March, we have Cricket Wireless, Mel Ponder, We Care Heating and Air, ADT Security Services, Extreme Concepts, Clean Hands Cleaning Company. We have J. Darren Thomas Technologies, LLC. We have Pre-Surgistics has joined, Whitworth Builders Realty, Hub City Smokehouse and Grill. I know that one too. Old South Land Title, Crestview.
Oh, and they're going to be our breakfast sponsor.
They
So they
are,
joined and sponsoring a breakfast. Hey,
That's
that's
right.
a twofer, right?
It comes together. And then what this whole good group, what should they be doing next to network and get their business
for
going?
networking, they should be coming to our Business After Hours, which is sponsored by Bel Air Terrace, which also happens to be our Business Spotlight winner. You can read their wonderful article in the Chamber Focus. So come out on April 14th from 5 to 6:30 at Bel Air Terrace. I promise Casey Dean and Megan Schultz will give us a good time out there, probably around the pool.
Guaranteed.
Probably around the pool. I promise that they're going to have a good time. And speaking of good times, we have another event coming up, don't we, in May?
We do. There's so many good things. I love that Spotlight program, though, just grabbing companies and highlighting them out there.
Absolutely.
But we're going to have a great time at the Hackers Holiday at Blackstone Golf Course.
I
Great
love
place.
that golf course. It is beautiful, beautiful. And hopefully next month we will be broadcasting live from Blackstone. Maybe we'll get to putt and chip and tee off a little bit to show our golf skills.
Better. There's huge prizes, multiple chances to win, great door prizes, and you can even get your teams in if you get them in early. So contact the Chamber.
And there's usually a costume contest, and we sponsor the military teams. Usually each branch is represented with a donated team.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they always have a really good time, and Chris Daggs is chairing that event again for us this year.
Oh,
so
you know that's going to be fun.
You know it's going to be fun, and usually it's his birthday, so it's kind of a twofer for him.
Yeah.
You know, he gets to golf and celebrate his birthday. So we hope everybody comes out and enjoys the events that we have planned for April going into May. There's a lot of things that's happening at the Crestview Area Chamber of Commerce. We are growing by leaps and bounds. If you have any questions, call the office and talk to our President and CEO, Valerie Lott, or the Chamber Events Membership Coordinator. And we look forward to seeing you either around the pool at Bel Air Terrace or on the golf course in May.
Yeah, those will be both really good events. I'm looking forward to them. The golfing, there's always a good time.
Always
I see
a
the
good time.
pictures come back from that, and they just be unbelievable.
Yeah, you never can tell what Mary and I have up our sleeve this year for the golf tournament. So,
okay.
yeah.
I'm looking to watch.
So we look forward to seeing you at each event and at the Chamber Breakfast. Come out and support Chesser and Barr and Old South Land Title Crestview. Welcome Old South Land Title Crestview to our Chamber as a new member, and we look forward to seeing you next month.
And get a hold of us. There's lots of room for new members. The networking is good. Crestview is growing like crazy. We have so many great events going on, so make sure you get a hold of the Chamber. Come down and sign up, become a new member, and we'll be talking about your company next month.
Next month, absolutely.
And you might be a spotlight too if you join. You go to the Chamber breakfast.
Yeah, and you get your card drawn out of the door prize bowl.
Yeah,
it's that easy.
What?
It's that easy.
Yeah, there's money to be won there too. There's
$100. $100,
okay.
and I think we've got some Let It Ride money going on.
Big
About
$1,800.
$1,800. I think, give or take. Give or take. Yeah. Nobody won it last month. Lee Smith of Lee's Lawn and Landscape did not win it.
Did not win it.
Did not win it.
She
My
wasn't
lawn
at the
guy did
breakfast.
not win it.
It wasn't at the breakfast, so you got to be there at the breakfast. First Thursday of every month.
Absolutely.
So
we look forward to seeing
there.
you. We look forward to seeing you, and we will see you next month on Focus on Crestview.
See you there.